Psychopaths. The term often evokes a mental image of a ruthless criminal or a serial killer. Around 0.6 to 1.2% of the adult population are defined as psychopaths, meaning they possess no conscience, shame, guilt, or ability to experience love or feel empathy towards other people. Despite all this, they can often be charming and even likable. But while most violent criminals are psychopaths, most psychopaths aren't criminals. The successful psychopaths inhabit a variety of niches in civilized society, but one of the most common places they end up is in corporate management. Society tends to think of psychopaths as the violent criminals behind bars, but some psychopaths find more success in the business environment where their personality traits may at first appear to be constructive. The most defining characteristic of a psychopath is a complete absence of empathy. They are willing to do whatever it takes to promote their own agenda. While all psychopaths enjoy having power over others, corporate psychopaths are better at controlling their behavior. They manipulate and use psychological methods rather than through criminal violence. While only 1% of the general population is considered as a psychopath, in corporations, up to 3.5% of senior management exhibits psychopathy. 50% of corporate bullying occurs at the hand of psychopaths, and when corporate psychopaths are present in a company, the rate of bullying spikes from 57% to 93%. Corporate psychopaths fool the bosses. One of the terrifying characteristics of a corporate psychopath is the ability to deceive and manipulate their way into the highest level of the organization, earning favor from those who are detached from the company's daily affairs. The corporate psychopath's ability to blatantly lie and their willingness to steal other people's work and pass it off as their own, combined with a narrow focus by many top leaders on short-term result rather than the sustainable success, enable them to masquerade as successful, competent leaders in their organizations. Promotions in corporate often depends largely on the approval of your direct supervisor. The one-on-one relationship between supervisor and supervisee strongly favors the strength of the corporate psychopath. After charming their supervisors, corporate psychopaths assess the value of each person they work with. By manipulating the supervisor's perception with psychopathic fiction, corporate psychopaths ensure their good reputation while spreading lies about their co-workers. Corporate psychopaths are known to have overwhelming charisma and a charming facade. Combining these traits with their ability to make calm decisions under pressure makes these individuals initially appear as good candidates for management positions. Aside from the high prevalence of psychopathy in senior management, fascinating gender differences were also found. According to one 2012 study, female psychopaths are more likely to flirt and use their sexuality to manipulate people. They are more likely to be verbally aggressive and mean and less likely to violently attack people. Psychopathic men, on the other hand, are more physically aggressive and more likely to commit fraud. So why then is this problem not addressed? Largely because corporate psychopaths may not be easily identifiable, presenting as a cool-headed under pressure due to their lack of empathy and decisiveness. They often show strong leadership skills and can often be very successful for this reason, especially if they are high-functioning ones who are able to avoid detection over the long term. Workplace bullying, a tactic that includes keeping workers under constant state of stress, blaming subordinates for mistakes made by supervisors, and withholding crucial information to set the subordinate up for failure. These methods of managing make employees less interested in the overall success of the firm. The effects of corporate psychopaths stretch farther than a single company. According to the experts, corporate psychopaths played a large role in the global financial crisis of 2008. Driven by their single-minded pursuit of their own self-enrichment, it is hypothesized that the prevalence of psychopaths in the financial sector contributed to the global financial decline. The line between a brilliant business person and corporate psychopathy is often a blurry one. People with some psychopathic personality traits tend to get ahead in corporate finance. Their recklessness and greed can bring down organizations and even entire economies. With no empathy and a complete disregard for the well-being of others, corporate psychopaths operate solely for their own benefit. Psychopaths readily take power from those who are vulnerable and abuse any power granted to them instead of using it to improve the welfare of the public. The tendency for a corporate psychopath to never reach satisfaction with this conquest, always wanting to acquire more power, money, or influence, never stops. So be aware of the psychopaths walking around your office manipulating you.